Welcome to the Business Blast Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite provides you with the support you need to finish your book. Best part is, after you finish your book, they take care of the entire publishing and marketing process 100% for you. So, if you want to become a successful author, make sure to check out authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. Today I have Shauna, the tax goddess. So welcome to the show, Shauna.
Thanks so much for having me, Tyler.
Of course. Grateful to have you here. Let's jump into the first one, Shauna. The first one I have for you is, what is the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
Ooh, the best story from my life. Okay, that's a great question. I think the biggest one is probably follow your heart would be the message. I am a CPA, master's in tax. I'm a specialist in tax strategy. Started off working for what is now the remaining big four. I'm ex-KPMG. And although loved it and, tons of great training, met some amazing people. If you can't tell by my headshot, I am a redhead, and redheads are known to maybe not follow authority quite so well. Tried to fit into the big machine, trying to be a good cog. Did not quite work for me. And it was quite a bit of a struggle to make the decision to go out and be self-employed, and now here we are 15 years later with a staff of 29 and doing my passion every single day. And if I had not had the strength to follow my heart, to tell me to go out and do my own thing, I probably would have been in some pain now. So.
And then what is the most valuable piece of information we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
Ask questions and ask for help. Being a tax strategist, a lot of people don't realize that a tax strategist is different than your tax CPA. So, for many business owners, they will go out, they'll have their CPA, they hand their CPA their books and records and receipts. CPA prepares the tax return. We all need CPAs. We need tax people. Those are great people. But a tax strategist is someone completely different. That is the person that works with you in the current year to change what you're doing to reduce your tax burdens. So if you don't have both of those people on your team, which of course I know you guys know you should have a team, you need to have both the tax CPA and the tax strategist to really knock the socks off and keep all the money in your own pocket.
And so thank you for sharing that with us. I think a lot of people maybe actually did not know that, like even the difference. So I really appreciate that. The next one I have for you is, what is your best piece of overall business advice, or not necessarily industry specific?
I'm going to follow Master Yoda on this. Do or do not. There is no try. If you want something, go get it. And if you don't, drop it and be okay with dropping it. But don't try and do things in the middle. Try is not a word that really exists. I
agree with that. And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that
be? Follow your redhead nature sooner.
I love it. And then kind of going a little bit down a different path. In your opinion, what is the key to happiness?
The key to happiness. When you wake up every morning and you are happy, you know that you're doing the right thing with your life. So if you wake up in the morning and you dread going to work or picking up the phone or logging into email, something isn't right. Take a little bit of time out for yourself and just look at what are those things that you do every day where when you go to do them, you sigh and you get angry and cranky, and either delegate those things or figure out a way to cut them out of your life.
And what is the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
Tim Ferriss, 4-Hour Workweek. I'm sure that's a common book. I reread it every single year because I love it that much, and I always learn something new. And the most useful thing that I've taken away from that book was actually in a footnote of the original printed version, where Tim was talking about a program called Time Trade. And it helps you schedule with your clients without missing each other. And I know there's about 50 programs that do it these days, but it's one of those $10 an hour jobs, is calling your clients and confirming they're going to be at the appointment tomorrow versus letting systems and software deal with that for you.
That is awesome. And that book changed my entire life. So that is actually my top book as well.
Woohoo!
Awesome. And what is your favorite quote and why?
Oh, my favorite quote. I always go back to do or do not. There is no try. Master Yoda is just kind of the man. So.
Yeah, I love that one too. So thank you so much for coming on. The last one I have for you before we let you go is, where is the best place for our audience to find you online?
Absolutely. That would be taxgoddess.com or dropmytaxes.com.
Perfect. Thanks again for jumping on.
Thanks so much for having me.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.